The first game was called Monkey Chain. The rules were simple. Take monkeys out of a jar and hook them together one by one. But to make things more fun, the aliens made a few modifications. They had the contestants play the monkeys themselves. Everyone on site was divided into the red team and the blue team. At first, Leela thought the game was pretty entertaining, but as the hanging bars rose higher and higher, she soon found it impossible to hold on. When everyone finally completed the chain, they thought the game was over. Suddenly, the floor beneath them opened up, revealing a pit of boiling acid. The aliens then announced that victory would go to whoever could hold out until the other team had fallen into the acid. To save himself, Bender stretched out his arms and swung the opposing team's platform. In an instant, the entire blue team plunged into the acid and were reduced to skeletons. The second game was blowing out candles. The aliens said Fry had to blow out every candle in one breath. If even one candle stayed lit, the player linked to that candle would be executed. Fry was confident. After all, he'd once blown out all his birthday candles as a kid. But what he didn't know was that his parents had secretly helped him that time. When the game began, Fry failed to blow out Zwabberg's candle, and Zwabberg was instantly burned to ash. The third game was musical chairs. The players turned on each other, fighting desperately for the last remaining chair. Whoever managed to sit down would move on. The rest would be devoured by the Jack-in-the-Box monster. The next game was Find the Baseball. In Fry's memory, the first 3 baseballs were easy to find, but the last one was nowhere to be seen. Little Fry finally opened the refrigerator and found the final baseball inside, but the boy next to him grew furious, accusing him of cheating, because in the past, Fry was always the loser, and this time, he had somehow won every game. Little Fry was heartbroken. He hadn't cheated at all. Reality and memory began to blur together, and Fry was nearly crushed by the flood of childhood images. He opened the refrigerator one more time, and sure enough, the baseball was there. But to everyone's surprise, the aliens announced that those who didn't get the baseball were the real winners, and whoever did would instantly vanish. When the game finally ended, everyone was brought back to life. It turned out, the entire ordeal had just been a birthday game.